Mr. Scrambles is here. Nothing to fear. It'll be alright, guys. In the garage of solitude. Hang on a second. Let me grab something out of the house. I want to show y'all. I just wanted to show you guys my balls. Got stuff from Amazon. From the Amazonian rivers. No, it's probably from China. China. So I got some stuff today. Let's see. 15 values, 200 pieces electrolytic capacitor assortment kit. You need electrolytic capacitors to build pedals, man. And I noticed they had some of the values that I'm already familiar with from my kit, which like a 2.2 microfarad. I'm sorry, a 0.22 microfarad. Oh, they do have a 22 microfarad and a 220 microfarad. So $10 volt. Yeah, that works. Pedals are only 9 volts. Anyway, that's not all of it. My daughter keeps requesting Cash App payments because she wants fast food. And I'm like, no, I'm sure your mother feeds you. I pay enough child support that her mom should be feeding her. Okay? I feed my kids when they're over here, but I shouldn't be responsible for buying them fast food. Hi, please pay me. Paige! It's not food, bro. I want to buy stuff. Please. Paige, I can't afford to be... I want to buy something, not food. Well, sweetie, you were trying to get me the other day saying that you were hungry. So don't bull crap that. I get paid a lot. Yeah, I have a lot of bills too. I'm sorry, sweetie. I can't afford to be just giving you money constantly. $5 for what? What do you need $5 for? May I ask? If it's like a legitimate... But why not? I'm asking you, what are you going to do with $5? If you're going to spend it on something silly, then I really don't want to give you $5. Give me the child support instead of my mom. It doesn't work like that, sweetie. That's not how that works. It's to pay for like... I want to buy something so cool for you for Father's Day. Paige, you don't have to get me anything for Father's Day. It's okay. I'm 40 years old. I know what disappointment feels like. I'm just kidding, sweetie. What are you doing up so early anyway? Did you go to bed? I'll give you $5, all right? But you can't be asking me for money all the time, all right? I'll do it after the stream, okay? Yes, I'll give you $5. I give you $5. You could at least click the like button. You could at least leave a like. Have some manners. If I don't get a like, I'm not giving you $5. There, I'm buying likes. Thank you. Thank you, Paige. I love you. Thank you. Oh, dear. I just got home from work. I worked like 2.5 hours overtime. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's hard to get likes out here. It's hard work. Not really. But yes, for anybody watching, that was my daughter. All City Jimmy Flesh. Good morning. How are you doing, man? Well, I mean, it's morning here. I'm sure it's probably daytime where you're at, bud. But how's it going? Hope you're doing well. I just had my daughter in here asking me for money. It's like, oh, look, a viewer. It's my daughter. Yeah, I got some electrolytic capacitors, a nice 15 assortment pack, 15 different types. I got this nice kit right here is 3 sets. Thursday night, nice. Yeah, it's Thursday morning here. And in this little package, we have assortments of ceramic capacitors in different values. Each little thing is a different value. We've got 0.1 microfarads, 0.15, 0.22. It's like 10 picofarad, 1 nanofarad. Cool assortment of those. Box those back up so they don't get messed up. And keep things neat and organized to start with, so then they don't become a disaster in the long run. I noticed some pedal builders are very, very sloppy. Got 10 foot of red wire, 10 foot of black wire. And some Vero board. These are 10 pieces of Vero board. Manufalcon, welcome. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. I'm just showing what I got from Amazon today. So I got 10 of these little Vero boards here. You see, these are just blank plastic on this side with a bunch of holes in it. Okay, so we got a bunch of holes. And then on the other side, the holes are connected. See, we got 2 horizontal rows. Well, I mean, if you're looking at it this way, and then we got all these little vertical rows where there's 5 connections. And then there's another strip of 2 vertical, or, well, these are vertical rows and these are horizontal, I'm sorry. Whatever. But you got all these connections, and you put the parts in through this side, like your capacitors, resistors, and then you go and solder the points on the board here. Put a little bead of solder through the holes, then you snip off the excess piece. Then you got all your components populated on this side of the board and all your solder points in the back. So we got 10 of those. That should be able to build 10 pedals, man. Look at that. Nice little baggie I got from work there. Holds those nicely. And then, last but not least, LM386 chips. 5 of them. Now, these little guys are just little circuit boards with a few parts on them. There's a little chip. I have 0 people out there. But got a little potentiometer there. You can use a screwdriver to adjust. Probably to like adjust for volume or biasing or something. Got some little chips in there. Little screw-on terminals at the ends. 2 little screw-on terminals. I know it's hard to see in this. Well, I guess I could open it. Yeah. That's all this is. It's a little circuit board with a little chippy. A little black chippy. I don't know if these are resistors or diodes or something. They might be. There's a little potentiometer you turn with a screwdriver to adjust it. It's just like a knob. You got to turn it internally with a screwdriver. And you've got 4 little connection points at the end of the board here. You can see ground, in, VCC. So we're going to put our power supply on the VCC and our ground to the ground wires. And I believe the ground to the input. So your input and output, and then you got ground and out. Okay, so that makes sense. These are like, I got 5 of these chips for like $6.99, I think. So they're a little over $1 a piece. And what you can do is turn these into like a fuzz distortion pedal. You either run 1 or you can run 2 of these in series. And it like exponentially fucks it up. Makes it crazy sounding and stuff. So I could take these and make a crazy fuzz distortion circuit. Or you can also make a miniature amplifier out of these. So There are some cool things you can do with these little chips. So I might incorporate one of these into my silicone fuzz pedal that I just built. These are just really neat little parts, you know. I'm excited to start working with this stuff and see what I can come up with. But I'm really excited. Like I said, man, I'm really excited to see what kind of shit I can come up with, man. Like some crazy ass pedals. Well, now that my daughter's gone, because I caved and said I'd give her $5 that she was trying to bump some money off me. Well, marijuana's legal in this state anyway, so I'm cool. And these little boards are going to be so cool. I hope I can solder well. I've only soldered a few larger things before, but I think with practice I'll be able to get it. I got some desoldering wicks, so it'll soak up any extra shit you get on there, you know. You just got to heat it back up, and then the wick is just like a braided wire, like a braided metal wire that soaks up the solder and pulls it out. These are so neat, man. Not bad for like 10 of them were like 11 something, so they're like $1.20 something a piece, about $1.20 a piece. Check out the wire we got. Some thin wire, 22 gauge. Oh well, no one's watching me. That's okay. At least according to YouTube. Two Fang. That's the company. Yeah, I should probably solder up that fuzz circuit before I mess with the breadboard any with anything else. I'm trying to think of different ways I can house pedals, man. Like guitar pedals. Trying to think of neat enclosures to put them in. That don't look, I don't know. I think this just rectangular ones are kind of boring. I mean, they're classic, like MXRs and Electro Harmonics used boxes like that, but I don't know. I want to do something different. I want to stick with the Boss format, but it's going to be really expensive having to buy a bunch of Boss pedals. That even broken ones are expensive. People still want decent money for them because they're like damn near indestructible. You can use them for all kinds of shit. But I still like that deactivated landmine idea, turning that into a pedal. Too bad I can't look stuff up on the internet on the phone while I'm streaming. I wonder what I could do with the hand grenade, you know? Because I have a hollowed out hand grenade, you know, it's deactivated. There's nothing inside of it dangerous. It's just the metal shell and the pin and the little, you know, assembly on top, but it's harmless. I'd like to put a circuit inside of it and turn it into something, but I don't know what to do exactly. Needs an input and an output and a power supply. I don't know if all that's going to fit in there, if I'd have to hollow it out some more, which I really don't feel like doing because I'm sure it's probably hard steel. Or maybe not. I don't know. I don't know much about grenades, so. Plus, I also don't really want to destroy a piece of world history, you know, by destroying it further, you know. I don't know. I could definitely make like an amp out of an old ammo case. That would be cool. I've seen people do shit like that before. You know, like the fucking 50 caliber rounds or something like that. Box of 200, make that into an amp head. It'd be pretty rad. Or this toolbox even. Or I could put tools in it actually. That would probably be smarter. I should clean this thing out, man. Here's my toolbox. It's nice and used, of course. Hand me down. My dad was going to throw it out. I just rebent the drawers back. Kind of fixed it. Spray painted the shit out of it. Oh, there are my screens. They're right in my face. My son got me this for Christmas or my birthday or something. It's really nice. It's a really nice grinder. There's the next layer. It falls into there onto that screen. And the third layer is where all the keef falls. And there's the little scraper tool that came with it. Very nice. No joke, those were like 40 or 50 bucks, dude. And he got me a really nice glass pipe with mushrooms on it. I don't smoke out of it, though. I put it up on my shelf, actually, with my guitar pedals and stuff, and my video games. Oh, cool. I actually took the time to line these properly with nice material. Nice rubbery material. I had to tape that piece together, but still I took the time to custom cut this and everything. Probably use this for my electronics parts, actually. What is this? Foam. Zip tie, little pieces of copper. A zipper. Coca-Cola. Little pieces of copper and brass. I was into scrapping metal for a long time. Hey, Slimnum, what's going on? Those old things, that was a synthesizer on the top half on a guitar, on the bottom half, 80s hair things. Find one of those all messed up and make the synthesizer all of the different pedals. Huh. Too easy, I guess. Those probably go for a lot of money because they're vintage. Even if they suck, they still go for quite a bit of money, bro. Like I think those old MIDI keyboards and or those MIDI guitars with the fake strings on them that had a synthesizer engine and MIDI and shit built into them. Those go for a couple $100 a piece, dude. No joke. Little bits of copper and shit, man. I was really desperate. Some hard times right there, I guess, if I've been saving that little pieces of stuff up. Oh, I could use this for my electronic stuff, actually. I'm sorry, Mama. I never meant to hurt you. But tonight, I'm cleaning out my closet. Have you ever been hated or discriminated against? I have. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm in real life cleaning out my toolbox so I can start using it for electronic stuff. These will come in handy. A nice pair of pliers with a parrot beak. Caw-caw. Caw-caw. Nice metal ruler. I found them. I've been looking everywhere for these. These are really nice Crescent brand fucking snips. Fully rounded jeweler's pliers are nice to have. Yeah, bro, it's really nice having some nice tools. It really is. I'm gonna go ahead and start putting some of my stuff in these drawers, actually. Keep it organized. LM386s. Empty plastic bag for other stuff. Ooh, nice set of Craftsman files. These are made in China, but still good to have. Let's get our PCB boards or Vero boards or whatever we want to call them. I'm going to take all these pliers and these nice pliers. Brand is that? Chrome nickel. Oh, these are cobalts. Nice cobalts. Cheap ass companion pliers. Tin snips. Should probably hang on to that. That'll come in handy for small electronics work. This big stuff, not so much. I can never find a good razor knife, but now I can. Some ASMR. Nice electrolytic capacitor assortment. Oh, they fit perfectly in there, in that drawer. It's beautiful. I'll show you guys in a minute. It's a nice little box that it comes in, but there's no way I'm saving that. Recycle. Wire. Alright, check this shit out. So we cleaned up our brave little toaster, little Craftsman box here. Got a nice open edge adjustable wrench. Cobalt. Nice 12-inch ruler. Some pliers. I found my nice pair of Crescent clippers. Six-pack Craftsman files. Little hand files, some flat ones, some round, square. Those will definitely come in handy. I had to use those the other day for my son's guitar. Pill bottle. Gauge set. Dude, I've probably got something somewhere. So when we open this top drawer up, we got our fucking LM386 chips. Got our 10 pieces of Vero board. Extra plastic baggie for stuff. The only thing is these latches, you gotta lift up and get them out of the way to close the door, but whatever. Fucking electrolytic capacitors. Ceramic capacitors, extra wire. Extra drawer. Piece of spare copper wire we can reuse. We're going to go ahead and take this baby upstairs. I should probably clean it off a little bit, but I'm going to miss having it there as my little table. I'll have to replace it with something else. Let's see, do I stash my weed with my soldering supplies? Yes, no, maybe. Who cares? I don't care. Probably safer in there. Ask the tool truck when he comes by if he has a good desoldering gun. Well, like I said before, I got some desoldering wick. So. Welcome to the M&M show. I need me a good toolbox upstairs, dude. I got so many tools up there. I gotta clean this bitch. That is dirty. That is filthy. Ashes to ashes, dust on dust. A rusty tackle box. Yes, this is going to be good for me, getting organized. I have ADHD and it's hard to get motivated when I'm unorganized. I'm so happy I found my clippers, man. I was so sad. Those were expensive. They were like I can't remember if I paid $12 or maybe $22 for those, but they just feel very quality, you know? It's a quality fucking tool, and it's gonna last me a long time. So, let's say I don't mind investing in quality tools, but things are ridiculously overpriced right now. That whole Amazon haul didn't cost me all that much money. That stuff was all relatively cheap. Like I said, the Vero board was like $12 for 10 pieces. The 5L and 386 crazy chips were $6.99. They wanted for a 6-pack, they wanted $10.99, but a 5-pack was only $6.99. I'm like, I'll take a 5-pack then. That's an easy choice. I'm not paying $4 or $5 more for one extra piece when they all together come to like $1 something a piece. Oh, those things are gonna make some fucking wild noises, man. Like I'm excited. Like I think I'm gonna take my vintage silicone fuzz kit, vintage style silicone fuzz kit, and add a fucking crazy chip to it, and then have a switch that turns it on and off, so it will take it out of the signal. I think that's a good idea, dude. I gotta experiment with it. I might need to buy a couple of these wires with these little pin connectors at the end, or these little square connectors. One good cheers to you and off to bed. All right, buddy. Well, thanks for stopping by. Smash the dislike button if you haven't yet, and I'll take a puff for you. I know, it sounded like I was smoking crack. That was just resin. I haven't smoked crack in a long time. Can't afford it. Shouldn't do it. It's bad. So I don't. That's why I'm doing electronics instead. Don't do crack, do electronics. Yeah, you were right yesterday, man. I should start modifying a Boss DS1. I might do one with like an octave up frequency. I think there's something you can do. You either like short one thing out or remove a wire or something. You do something and it creates an octave up effect on top of your signal. So it's like an Octavia fuzz or something, which would add an octave above your signal while giving it a fuzzy sound. That'd be pretty rad. I like octave effects, up or down. They sound cool. Yep. Cheers, everybody. so nice to be home and everything's cooled down. It was a long, hot day at work. Worked from like 4:40 to like 3:30 a.m. Like 4:40 p.m. to 3:30 a.m. Whoops. Sorry about that. Oh boy. What a long day. Yeah, I might clean this toolbox up, take it upstairs, pop some more parts in it and stuff. Make use of all those nice drawers. So I don't have a place to put my LEDs. I got a bunch of resistors. I hope my resistor box fits in there. It's pretty big. I can always put it in the top. It'll be alright. No sense in wasting a good toolbox. It's just been sitting here being used as a table this whole time. When all of this time I could have been using it to put shit in. Space is at a minimum, man. I mean, it's a pretty big house and all, but I'm going to have to downgrade it sometime when I move out, you know? I'm going to have to fit my stuff in a smaller space. I got a lot of shit, too. The video games and the music stuff takes up an entire bedroom and a half, man. I keep some of my gear in the other bedroom, and it takes up a good portion of that room as well. Plus all the cases and boxes and all kinds of stuff, man. I had a lot of gear, but I've worked hard for it. I really have, you know. Anybody try to guilt me over my hobbies, fuck off, you know. I worked my ass off for this shit so I can enjoy it. I'm not trying to brag or anything either, man. I'm just trying to be happy with what I have, you know, and also trying to learn to build my own shit too. So I can like modify things and customize shit and make my own stuff. That's going to be really fun. Having a collection of weird shit that I built. Being able to record music with it. Like, I can't wait for Alicia to come up with some music and play along to that, because I've just had writer's block lately. I've been trying to write a song, but I just can't do it. I just can't fucking string together the chords and the melodies and shit. So I'm taking a break from worrying about that and doing my pedal building and shit, you know. I have fresh creativity for something and be inspired to do stuff, you know. Follow your dreams, everybody. I wonder what I put for a thumbnail for this. I can't even remember anymore. Yeah, I don't feel like cleaning this thing up on stream and shit, and nobody's here, so I think we're gonna cash this stream out, guys. Much love.